All right, all right, all right, all right. Is the music too loud? I don't know. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I get too scared. I get too scared with the audio. All right, everybody. Today's a national holiday as far as I'm concerned. A new Gizzard album has dropped. LW. Yeah, this is their third microtonal album. Three. Imagine that. Three records of microtonal stuff. First one was Flying Microtonal Banana, released in 2017, the first of 5 albums, which is just crazy. If you haven't heard Flying Microtonal Banana, you should do it. Rattlesnake, Sleep Drifter, Melting, Open Water. Every song on that record is good. Um, yeah, no, it's an amazing record. One of the best records of the 2010s. Um, then then we got KG, which came out earlier this year, I believe. Oh wait, no, it came out last year, didn't it? Which I'm not super into. Um, KG is just very. A lot of it just kind of blends together for me, and it's not because of the microtones or anything or anything like that. It's just the desert tone of it. Just I'm not into it, and a lot of it follows that kind of sound. I'm not digging it. Though it has its moments where it deviates from that, like Hungry Wolf of Fate and Intrasport, which I love. Um, and I have heard LW once. I did listen to it once earlier today. And I want to spin it another time because King Gizzard is one of those bands where I think I need to give my attention like a good amount more. I think over time it starts to develop in things like that. Um, yeah, that's like Sketches of Brunswick East from 2017 with Mild High Club. I didn't really dig that like all the way, but now I really really love it. Um, so maybe LW will be something like that. KG didn't stick with me. I have listened to that a lot, and it just doesn't work for me. Um, and at the end, I'll give you, of course, my full review of it, of both of these. But let's get into it, I guess. But we start with "If Not Now, Then When," which was the first single released from this one, and it's a doozy. I like this one. If Not Now, Then When, though, very good opener. Dang, I really groove with that. I love it. I love the dissonance on that song with those little near the end of the track. And the intro to that is just great with the very reminiscent of like Flying Microtonal. Uh, yeah, I dig it. I really love that track. So bouncy and fun, which is something you don't really get on KG, at least in my opinion. Ontology though. Okay, ontology and Intrasport though. All right. Yeah, now let's listen to one. Let's listen to one now. That's the end of that is the end of one. Um I like it. It's a good song. I do have two things though. The intro's cool. I love the intro. Just in the same way I loved If Not Now Then When's intro. Um but I will say that one really sounds like automation tonally when it gets into uh, when it breaks in. Um, and it's a sound that I feel like I've already heard. Um, I think one does it better than automation, but it feels still tonally the same. Not microtonally, just overall tone of it. That desert rock sound. I feel like I've already been here. Uh, it's good, but I just feel like I've heard that song before. Also, the woos on that are very are just very weak to me. I love hearing Stu really belt it out, and he just kind of does it here, almost like he doesn't want to wake up people, which it is a pandemic, so that might be a cause. Not sure, but it doesn't stick out to me in the same way some other Gizzard songs do. That intro's cool though. Anyway, next is Plura, and this is not a song I'm a fan of. I really don't like this one. It's all right. Not my favorite though by any stretch. I got a sense that it sounds like a Polygon Dwanaland in some sense, but outside of that, it seemed like a mix of minimum brain size and automation. Again, that desert rock vibe, I still get it on that one. The vocals are kind of weird on that too for me. I'm not super into it. Um, Maybe that'll be something that grows on me though. I'm not sure. All right, we're gonna keep moving. Plura did not excite me. Um, Hopefully, Ascendancy will. Who knows what I'll think of it? I know what I'll think of it, but you don't. Let's keep going. Like this more than I did Straws in the Wind. You're really coming in with the controversial opinions here, not liking straws. I like when they breakdance in the video. I like that. I like the leaf roller. Supreme Ascendancy is very, very good. I very, very really like it. That drum beat, all of that just works really, really well. Static Electricity is next. Alright, so that's Static Electricity. Like I said, it kind of feels like a mix of Straws and Straws in the Wind and Honey at the beginning, but it kind of devolves into more. I don't know how to explain it. Just evolves into its own microtonal thing. I also got some Polygon Wonderland vibes from that too, at certain moments with the time signature stuff. Yeah, it's good. Um, like I said though, that the outro might be a bit long. It goes to cool places, but I don't know if it's necessarily needed. Next is East West Link, which I believe is about a thing in Australia. I'm not too sure though. So let's hear what East West Link is all about. Yeah, that one's just kind of it's there. Um, it's good. I just it's kind of blending in with other stuff that I've heard, and it's not impressing me in the same way something like Ascendancy or one or not one, but if not now then when or something like that is. It's just kind of there. Um, that's really all I gotta say about that one, which is a shame because I feel like there is more to say. I just don't know what else to say. Um, Next is Ataraxia. I think I said that right. That was all right. I really couldn't hear what he was saying at points. I believe that's Joey singing that song. Um, yeah, I just couldn't really tell what the point was. I'm sure if I look at the lyrics and read it along, I'll understand it more. But um, yeah, the garage feel of it's kind of cool, but again, it's not amazing me in the same way some other songs have. We're on the very final stretch now. We only have about 12 minutes and 30 seconds left of this record. So the last two, See Me and KGLW. Let's listen to See Me now. Yeah, I dig that. I dig it. Um, yeah, it reminds me of Odd Life, but to me it has more of a drive than Odd Life did. It's taking the energy of automation or one and putting it into that groove, and I dig it. Um, yeah, no, I like that, and Stu sounds good on that with the woos. Um, yeah, See Me's a highlight, up there with Supreme Ascendancy, if not now, and the next song, because we're finally at that point. I've been waiting for this. I've been listening to this song all day, um, because I really, really love this. This might be one of my favorite Gizzard songs. All right, so As a huge fan of Infest the Rat's Nest, I have to say that I'm just so glad microtonal metal is a thing now. I'm so glad. Yeah, that's such a good. All right, yeah, that's KGLW, the song. Whew, I love that personally. I just love that. Um, it is just like that is brutal. Uh, yeah, I love that. It builds on the motif from the first song from these two albums, which was also called KGLW. It messes with time signatures in a metal form. I love it. I think it's cool, and it goes to a territory that like Infest the Rat's Nest, which was their metal album. It doesn't really go that way. It kind of does with self-immolates kind of thing. Um, but I think it's cool. I think KGLW. Um, yeah, I dig that immensely. There's two things I would change about it. I would make the woos a bit stronger from Stu. I would also bump the vocals up just a little bit because I can barely hear what else they say after KGLW, which is the hook. I can't hear what else. It's when is it when the claws come out? Maybe I have no clue. I'm gonna look that up. See if anybody has lyrics. KGL. When the claws come out, cage me too. I'm an animal too. Okay. I was close. My opinions on KG. I think KG is different in very subtle ways. It feels less experimental than KG was. You don't get a moment like Intrasport on here. You kind of do with KGLW. Um, but at the same time, you kind of don't. A lot of it falls into that desert rock thing, which is good, but if you don't care for it, at least if you don't care for it in the same way you care about something like sketches of Brunswick East or Nonagon or even Flying Microtonal, you're just kind of going to be stuck with meh as your takeaway. That's what at least what I think, and that's kind of how I'm feeling. But at the same time, it's still very good. Um, I just wish it kind of went a bit further. I do like that this record's a bit more Polygon Wonderland ish. I think that's cool. Um, because I love Polygon Wonderland. I'm a bit burnt out on the desert rock vibe. Personally, it's good, but I just don't feel like I need to hear automation or one really anymore. I'm digging all the stuff that was kind of different, in some ways, like KGLW and Hungry Wolf and Intrasport and If Not Now Then When, more than I am the Desert Rock stuff, personally. So I think it's good. If I have to give it a numerical score, I'll go like 6, 7. I'm leaning more towards 7. Um, if you want the Anthony Fantano score, I'm going to guess he's going to give it a 6. Should they have just released a double album? I wouldn't be surprised if they re-released this as a double album somewhere down the line. That wouldn't surprise me. I don't know if it fixes it, because then you're just kind of, it's still all there. It's still a lot of that desert rock thing. Um, the thing about Gizzard is they don't really overstay their welcome. Usually, like if you didn't like Sketches, it's only like a 42-minute album. It's fast enough that you can get through it and move on. Wait for the next Gizzard record, which will blow you away. But this one, it takes time to get through it, and I think it really has its moments. But sometimes it just kind of falls back into the desert rock generic vibe. And that just doesn't intrigue me as much as Nonagon, Murder, Sketches, Paper, um, a lot of that stuff. Would love to. I think there's a lot of potential for microtones in general. You're not just having the same fretboard you always had. Um, you're getting a whole new dimension of what you can do with music, and I think that's really cool. And I can't. I'm curious to see where KG goes with, King Gizzard goes with this, and I'm curious to see if anybody else picks up on it and starts to experiment themselves. I could see a future of microtonal music if the world wanted to progress to that point. Hopefully, everyone enjoyed this. Hopefully, everyone's enjoying the new record. And yeah, all right. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys around.